to be around me crazy.
I just need a drink. I just need a drink. Got two.
What you got, bud?
Okay. So I was looking up something, and I saw something. And I was like, let me just look into this. I said, what? So, if you've seen it, there's this company. It's like a distillery company. So they make, of course, alcoholic beverages. And the company is called Uncle Nearest. And the owner is a black woman. Her name is Fawn Weaver. And she's in the news a little bit about some things that are going on with some lawsuits with the company. Have you heard about that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of Google top searches, huh?
Right. So with that in mind, how do you feel about just with her situation? How do you feel about people in general getting loans?
That's faking it.
Okay.
That's a whole lot of cap shit. You feel me? Like, if you gotta get a loan to do anything, you capping. You a number one stunner, like Birdman and Baby. Cause you can't afford that shit that you trying to buy. How does it look? A gallon of milk in Dollar General is $5, right? You only got 25 cents. Let's say a dime to put it in more of a perspective to what niggas' loans be looking like when they go get houses and cars and shit, right? Say you got a nickel. This gallon of milk costs $5. It gonna cost you 2-3 years to pay for this gallon of milk. That's $5. So you put it on a financial plan, and I'm gonna pay you every month a nickel until I pay this gallon of milk off. You can't afford the milk. But a person that can go and afford to pay the $5 that can afford the milk can afford the milk. So anybody that takes a loan out and pays on it monthly is capping. You capping. You a capper. You a number one stunner. You looking like you got something that other people can actually afford, but you can't. Right? And that's what people like Dame Dash's whole perspective is. Like, people be laughing at Dame Dash, right? Because they be saying, oh, how you went from Rockefeller and hanging with Jay-Z, who's a billionaire, to now you filing for bankruptcy. And his whole argument is, the people that you look up to, they go and get loans from banks and corporations. Everything I own is my own. I don't owe anybody. I don't have to pay any monthly dues to these people. I don't have any money to pay back. I don't have $100 million loan that they gave me. Everything that I have is profit. So I might not be as rich as the Forbes top 10 or 50 list, but I don't have anything that I owe in debt to anybody. The man that has no debt is the richest man. So if I go and get a loan for $100 million, I'm $100 million broke. So when you go and buy a house, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 house, you $300,000 in the red, fool. And the equity that's in the house that you pay into it monthly, you can't get it until you sell the house. And then once you sell the house, the realtor got to get some. Taxes got to come out of it. And then once you buy another house that's on the same level of quality, because you ain't going to sell a house for $300,000 if you got $20,000 equity and then move into a house that's worth $100,000, because the neighborhood might not be as good unless you're moving into the country. So you're gonna sacrifice some level of quality when you go back to buy another house after you try to downsize. So what do you actually own when you you know what I'm saying, do the equity side of things? Because when you go buy another one, it's probably gonna be higher these days. Because the inflation rate of things, the lumber and all the things, the materials that it takes to make a house is gonna be higher. It's higher to build the same house that you lived in 20 years ago because everything's gone up. All the materials have gone up. So if you sell your house right now, you're gonna have to spend more money. You're gonna have to spend more than your equity actually is. So that loan did you no good. You put all that money down on the down payment and all that stuff to get the loan and all this shit, and you're actually not gonna profit very much because when you go to buy another house, you're gonna have to use all that profit that you got off of the sale to put into another house. And then when you stuck in the house, they can raise the taxes on you and all this, the mortgage, the insurance, so they draining you that way too. So being a homeowner is really looking really strange these days. Because you got the maintenance, you got the insurance going up, you got the taxes going up, property taxes.
Escrow, all that principal, all that's you. Anytime something break, that's all you.
So it looks like renters are winning at this point because all they do is pay the owner a certain amount of money and let them fix anything that happens. But they get to live in whatever type of house they want to, and they're not tied in by a contract. When they want to leave, they can just dip. You feel me? So, back to the subject of this person that owns this alcoholic beverage company. From what I read on Google, this is a black-owned company. This young black lady, Fawn, or whatever her name is, she's defaulted on some loans, which has now caused her to lose her stake in her own alcoholic beverage company. That goes to show you what Dame Dash was talking about is really real. When you have to have a loan to start up a business, anything where you borrow money from somebody, you're a slave to the lender. And if anytime you have a bad month or a bad season or a bad quarterly season, bro, you up for the grabs. You know what I'm saying? Because you could default on your loan where you ain't able to make that payment. So Dame Dash is starting to look like the wise person now, and not the people that got the money according to Forbes. So I want all my people to take notice of this. Like Dame Dash, people be, oh yeah, Dame had this happen and this happened and this happened. But a lot of stuff that he's been saying for a long time is starting to make a whole lot of sense, bro. The people that don't have to take a loan out and just buy whatever they want, cash money, are starting to look like the ones that are the smartest people and not the ones that can go and get a $300-400 million loan and then be balling in public eye, but still gotta work your ass out to be able to pay this loan off, bro. Cause this woman finna lose her whole damn company because of a damn loan that she might have got. Who knows if it was a refinance or a startup loan to get the business started, and then people didn't never buy this shit and the business never took off, but now she finna lose everything. So, you know, if you ain't got the money for it, man, just goddamn trust the process and wait your damn turn, bro. You feel me? That's why I ain't bought no house yet, cause I don't want to buy with a high interest rate. I don't want to buy and be tied into a loan. I'd rather save my damn money that I make from working and stack my paper. And if I want to buy one cash later on after I done hit 100,000, 200,000, I want to put down on one cash, that's my choice. But doing it the other way these days, man, and locking yourself into a contract and you gotta take your ass to work, and it just don't sit right with me these days, man. Knowing what I know after being a homeowner one time and selling and having the freedom to move about as freely as I want to these days, I think I'd rather prefer that than being locked in and then have to put $10,000, $15,000 down for a down payment, then going broke, then moving in a house that's old, and then having something break down on me, then I have to spend more money out on that. That shit is a perpetual broke nigga cycle where it's gonna always keep you broke because you might always have some shit to come up. They could raise the rates on you when I can rent some shit. Don't have to put no down payment down. I can keep all my money from my job that I make in my pocket. If I ever want to move, I can move. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man. The American dream just starting to look real fucking weird these days. Like, I'd rather keep my money in my pocket, give me a life insurance policy for like $100, $250, and have my kids straight instead of trying to put my money to a house and had them trying to sell a house when I die, some shit like that, because they ain't gonna want to live in. Nobody wants to live in their parents' house, really. They be trying to go on and do other shit because they've been living in that house their whole life. They know everybody around there. People want to see other shit in the world. So instead of waiting on them to take over a house that I done goddamn raised them up in and they know everybody around there, I think I'd rather just put my shit on like life insurance and do what the hell I want to do with the money that I make from my job instead of giving it all away to these damn mortgage companies, and half the money gonna go towards interest anyway that you could have had in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You spend more interest money and you could have had a fucking Corvette with the interest money. An old ass 10-year Corvette with the interest money, $30,000, $40,000 on interest. You could have put that on the damn car and lived your best life, and then left your kids with the life insurance that you're gonna leave behind, and just live your life, because they ain't gonna want the damn house no way. Just give them the insurance money to start fresh, and they ain't gotta deal with the business side of trying to sell that old ragged ass house that you left behind after 20 years that need all this work and shit, gutters and shit all clogged up, and septic tanks and shit. Man, fuck all that, man. Just live your life, my nigga, and just, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, man. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do, but that's just where I'm at these days, because shit just fucked up, man. You feel me? And I'm sorry for cussing.
No, it's good, it's good. So do we have one last question? So, do you think that Miss Weaver and everybody else that's gotten along ever in life would have benefited more from a mandatory class in like high school that teaches you financial literacy?
Hell nah. Nigga wouldn't have listened to that shit.
But you know,
Nigga would have said, man, I got good credit. I'm finna go get this money. Until shit like that started happening, man, like, bruh, people will get an appraisal letter or a pre-qualification letter for a house and get the max that they can get. You know what I'm saying? Knowing they making $4,000 a month and to go and get a house that's gonna cost them $2,500 a month. That's just the type of shit that people do, man. You know what I'm saying? People just always want to stunt like they doing better than everybody else, man. That's why you see so many foreclosure signs on all these houses these days. Cause these damn crazy ass folks be trying to live above their means and are going to put 60% of their income down on a mortgage monthly and then have to play it by ear the rest of the month. Instead of goddamn letting their mortgage take one of their paychecks out of 4 of them a month, like I do, and letting the rest of it go toward utilities or your fund, and then you have a free one or some shit like that, or have 2 free ones and have the rest come out of that other one check. You know what I'm saying? Like my fund be a fucking fast car, some shit like that, or nice cars. So one of them go to my house, one of them go to the cars, then the other little bullshit come out the other two. Motherfuckers are going to put 2 or 2.5 or 3 of their checks on the mortgage. Then when they run into a financial jam, now they gotta put their fucking shit on foreclosure or on the market because they didn't calculate for a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live like that, but that's just the cap ass mentality that people be having, bro. Like, stop capping, bro. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in jams like that, man. Man, that's fucked up that that lady gotta lose her alcoholic beverage company, bro, because of a loan, bro. And she probably going around stunning. Yeah, I own Ernest, whatever. What's the name of it?
Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Nearest, yeah, I own that. Motherfucker don't know she took a whole loan out for that shit, man. You ain't get it out the mud with it. You took a loan from somebody just to produce and distill that shit now.
And you know what I think too? Just allegedly. I just think because I Googled the prices of how much the alcohol costs.
Niggas can't afford that shit.
It is it's like $150 a bottle.
Yeah, but that's probably how much the loan is that she got and the payment that she got to pay back for it. She had to raise the price on the bottles just to make the monthly payments.
Exactly.
Because she probably borrowed so much against the company.
And you still got to pay your employees.
You feel me? Like,
listen,
listen, if you go to these motherfuckers and they don't give you no evaluation of what these bottles of drink is worth, right? And then you set your own number. Mm-hmm. That's like PPP loan. You set your own number of what you say you gonna make off of this shit. Yeah. And you tell these folks, oh, I think it's worth $130 a bottle, $150 a bottle. When the shit might be actually some fucking E&J.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Shout E&J.
And a nigga don't want to spend no more than $20 on this shit because we don't even know who you is.
Right.
And you done set it to $135. Now you done got enough money to substantiate $135 a bottle. So they done gave you a $100 million loan. And you done went and bought a couple of distilleries to do this shit in. Now you got this fucking loan, but the bottles ain't selling. You done got $100 million from these motherfuckers. You feel me?
And you done got you a car because you can write off on your business. House. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You done spent that, it's gone.
And you done start making these payments on these motherfuckers out of what you got from the loan. Mm-hmm. Not off of profit.
Not profit, exactly.
You done start paying off of the loan money, so you robbing Peter to pay Paul. You taking their money and spending it back with them. And that shit can only go for so long.
Until you stuck.
Until you break even. Now when you break even, I'm filing for bankruptcy because now I'm spending into my profit. Now my house payments are being missed. Now my car's being missed. Now the warehouse that we in is being missed. Now my employees are about to go without being paid. Mm-hmm. Now everything is falling apart. Now I'm just fucking spinning in the fucking mud. Mm-hmm. Now you pop up on Google. And now your shit is on Front Street. Oh, this motherfucker went broke. Mm-hmm. She done started losing her stakes in her business.
Her own business.
You feel me? All because you was so hungry for the bag that they presented in front of you, like that PPP loan. Hey, come get this $20,000. Mm-hmm. Hey, you only made $50 last month on that company, but come get this $20. Oh yeah, I made $20. Let me get that $20. Mm-hmm. Now you owe $20. You only made $50 your whole 3 years of being open. Now you gotta try to pay back $20,000 and you ain't made $50 in 3 years. You feel me? Cause nobody fuck with your business. Now you gotta come up with 20. Now they not.
Miss Weaver?
Taekwon. We here. You know what you did.
You know it.
Come on out. We here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We here. They on your ass, man. They on your ass.